Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liana. Today is another inspired by video, this time inspired by an eyeshadow palette. This is the new Shroud Cosmetics palette in collaboration with a YouTuber named BeautBean. And this is a very Halloween inspired palette. It's called It's Freakin Bats, which is a really cute title for a palette. It's got lots of purples and turquoises and yellows. And I really enjoyed the color scheme of it. And I realized that I had pretty well all of the colors. They might not be spot on, but they're very close. And so I created this eyeshadow look today using all colors that I already own in my collection. So if you'd like to see comparison swatches, I'm going to be doing that, and then followed by this eyeshadow look here. So I hope you enjoy. So these are my swatches. I tried to do them in natural lighting so you could see the colors accurately, and I feel like they're pretty close. For two of the shades, I did layer some colors, but otherwise these are just single shades. So I'm starting off with my dupe for the shade Trappa. This is Igneous Cosmetics Pear, which is a matte sort of green yellow, and I'm putting that through the transition with a fluffy brush. Next up is my dupe for the shade Atoms, and I'm going to be taking the shade Mani from the Blush Tribe Hasina 2 palette on a small fluffy brush lower down in the crease. And this is a matte olive green with a slight teal undertone. To make sure it looks just a little bit more turquoise like the shade Atoms, I'm going to be taking the shade Re, which is a matte, brighter turquoise, just over top of that olive green shade. Next up is my dupe for the shade Apparition, and staying with the Hasina 2 palette, I'm taking the shade Destiny. This is a shimmery lilac shade I'm putting all over the lid. And to amp that up just a little bit more, I did wet my brush. This is sort of a flat, fluffy brush that I'm using to pack that shade on. To start duping the shade Dairy, I'm taking Loveberry from the Colored Raine Berry Cute palette on my small fluffy brush on the outer corner. This is a matte plum shade that's quite dark, but I'm going to need it to be a little bit darker, so I'm going to go back in a minute and add some black. Now I'm taking just this matte black shade Ash from the Hasina 2 palette, and I'm just going to layer that right on top of the outer corner shade. My dupe for the shade Zero is this Cliona Cosmetics shade called Crystalline, and this is sort of a duochrome purple blue shade that I'm just going to pat right in the center of the lid. For Grim, I'm taking M Cosmetics Amaranthine and putting that on the lower lash line, and this is a very reflective, bright turquoise shade. For the shade Sam, I'm taking Mont Blanc from the Juvia's Place Douce palette on the inner corner, and this is sort of a green silver duochrome shade. For Handbook, I'm taking Honey Gold Apple, which is from Igneous Cosmetics Cozy Cabin palette. It's a yellow gold shimmer. I'm putting that on the brow bone. Finally, for the shade Spooky, I'm taking this shade Dope from the Pastel Goth palette, sort of on the inner brow bone area, and that is a cool toned blue-purple shade. And for mascara, I'm just using the Fenty Beautiful Frontal Mascara in the black shade. And this is what the eyeshadow looks like. So those were the swatches, and that was the look. I hope you really enjoyed that. It actually is probably one of my favorite looks that I've done in a while. I just really love the way that all of the colors come together. You might not think that turquoises and yellows and purples will blend together really well, but I didn't have any trouble at all. Of course, you don't have to go all out and use all 9 shades the way I did, but I just felt like doing that today and being a little bit over the top. So if you'd like to see more inspired by videos, I'll have a playlist linked below, as well as all of my social media links and all of the makeup that I used in this video. And if you'd like to subscribe, there's a little button where you can do so, and if you don't want to, that's okay. I hope that everyone is staying safe and well, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye everyone.